My name's Evelyn Messenger. I just want to thank Susan. I was really had the great privilege of presenting a project that I'll describe tomorrow at the Salzburg Academy. And I just was intrigued by when you, I think having American students engage with people from around the world is so important for our country. And I wonder, did you check in with the American students that participate in Salzburg? I know there always are a few Americans there, and how it affected them and what they brought home from the experience.
Yeah, we have a bit of a, I know it's not a word one should use in an education environment, but we have a bit of a quota for Americans. We have maximum about 20 Americans in a 60-people class. Now, 20, out of that 20, there are multiple students who are actually international students, but who are matriculating through U.S. schools. And because they're coming through partner institutions, Texas, Miami, and elsewhere, for example, we do keep in close touch with them. And in a number of cases, Miami, for example, the students who attended the session last year, and there were 3 of them from Miami, have taken our curriculum and are actually, Miami has instituted a new media literacy course, which draws on the curriculum that we created, and they are actually partnering with us in a website called Milieu that is a beginning of a social participatory environment beyond what we currently do. So I think both in sort of very personal ways of getting people together. If you were reading quickly, when I had the list of students up, you saw, we were putting people together who had never been out of the country, not just the United States, but never been out of Uganda, for example. Putting people together who had never sat next to a Jew before, or next to a Muslim, and they're living with them for 3 weeks. So there's some personal gain, but there's also institutional gain.
Hi, Susan. I'm Molly Altizer Evans from Suffolk Community College. And my question is, how does one go about becoming a partner?
Well, if you got one of those flyers, or if you didn't, you can just go to our website. Both Paul and I can talk to you in more detail. But essentially, how you become a partner, and there are multiple partners. There's partners who might attend the academy and really be part of the creation, but we've created a website that has interactivity. For example, if you go to any of these lesson plans on the site, it will have the lesson plan that was created. Right now, they're all have been created at the academy, but then we'll have like a section, but the website Epicurious, where if you go on to find recipes from Bon Appetit or Gourmet Magazine, at the bottom, it tells you, it has reviewer reviews that say, I cut the sugar in half and I baked it for 3 extra minutes. And what that also allows people to do, that kind of comment section, allows people to put up their own lesson plans or exercises. We looked at your exercises, they didn't work very well in my classroom, but I used this one, it worked terrifically. And what we're beginning to talk to some of our ongoing partners about is having them submit lesson plans for the website outside of the 3-week academy.
Susan, I'm a little confused about how the universities, or are these high schools or universities that use the curriculum materials?
Actually, it's both.
Okay, so how do they do it? If they don't send any students, it's not like Miami, right? Are they case studies that can be incorporated into media literacy classes? It is a full-blown curriculum for a separate course. How do most universities in the United States use your material?
Going to go there or not. Most of the universities use the material by going to, well, maybe it's not going to come up, by going into the website, downloading. You can use it online in a broadband environment, but because we have schools both in the United States and, needless to say, overseas that have access issues with the internet, that we haven't been able. So we try to make it both downloadable and also available online. So they will go online, they will pick a case study, and they're all Xeroxable or photocopyable, and then use it in that way. But we think of the way we put together the curriculum is, the metaphor we use is a clothesline. You can and all the lesson plans we create are effectively clothes pinned on the clothesline. You could go down the clothesline and pick up every single piece of clothing in the order in which we've got it, sort of following those 6 silos that I had put up. But you could say, you know, I'm teaching a First Amendment class, and so I'm going to pick up the lesson plan or plans that are on the website that are tagged as First Amendment classes. Or I'm going to pick up the ones that deal with sports, or I'm going to pick up the ones that deal with Africa or deal with, you know, new media. And I'm not really interested in the case studies, but I think your exercises are really great. Or I'm interested in role-playing exercises, and so I'm going to go on your website and I'm going to look at the role-playing ones. One quick last comment is when you go to the web page, you can see that there's a tab at the top that will show you, I don't know if you can see it up there, but the very tab at the top, there's a UNESCO toolkit as well. We partnered with UNESCO, and they are coming out with our lesson plans for the secondary market in print form. And we've also partnered with the World Association of Newspapers, which are excerpting some of our lesson plans that uses newspaper inserts around the world. So that's another way, kind of a kids' post kind of way that people can access it.